Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Super Review Show's Mixed Bag, coming to you live once again from the J Cave. I am joined by my good man, Bill Murphy.
What's going on, folks?
And we are joined by our special guest. He's become a regular here, if you will, Justin Favaro. How are you doing tonight, Justin?
I'm just happy to be nominated.
Yes.
What were you nominated for?
Yeah.
Best offensive joke during a live stream.
That last week. If you want to know, go back to last week.
Yeah. But yeah, so
it was hilarious.
Oh, it was brilliant.
It was probably my crowning achievement, but again, I'm sorry, Jess. Don't hate me.
Oh, don't worry, Justin. You did great. Don't worry. Okay. So. All right, but tonight's topic, just a reminder, everyone, that we the best podcast.
We the best podcast.
I know. Listen, we're really tired. It's been a long week for us. Forgive us, everyone. But, Bill, what is tonight's topic again?
Well, since the Oscars are this Sunday, we're going to be doing an Oscar preview.
Basically, we're going to be breaking down, not in full in depth, we're going to be breaking down what we know and what we like and what we don't like about the Oscars. Announcements that came out this year for the 95th annual Academy Awards. So I will kick us off if that's okay tonight, gentlemen.
All right, let's go.
So
all right, let's slap this bad boy.
What's that?
I said let's slap this bad boy.
Let's slap, kids. That slaps for those of you. Whatever. We're off to a terrible start. That's okay. So look. The 95th Annual Academy Awards are on Sunday, March 12th, coming up this weekend at 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on ABC. Super excited about them. We're going to read all that. Mind you, we haven't seen all of the movies nominated for Best Picture or Best Actor or whatever. We're just going to break down what we know, what we like and don't like. Let's start with Best Picture really quick. And mind you, we're not going to go into depth with every single little detail, like Best Original Song. We don't really care. We want to talk about the main ones that people are going to.
You want to do Best Picture first, or you want to save that for last?
What do you guys think?
What do you think, Justin?
I was thinking last because that's how they do it.
Okay, that's fine. So
let's do it last. Then.
All right, we're going to say Best Picture for last. Let's jump down to. We'll touch on these two really quick. Best Actor. The Best Actor nominations are Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin. Thank you. I'm going to butcher some of these. Paul Mescal for Aftersun, Austin Butler for Elvis, and Bill Nighy for Living. Justin, do you have any takes out of this or no?
Well, it's obvious who the two favorites are. It's Brendan Fraser and Austin Butler.
Yes.
And honestly, those are the two that I would bet on. Colin Farrell is I did hear very, very good things about his performance. However, it's tough because everyone says that Austin Butler really became Elvis, and even to this day, he still has a little bit of Elvis in him.
He really does.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go on.
But the amount of prep that went into Brendan Fraser's performance, he had to wear this really convincing fat suit on top of, and I think he even put on a little bit of weight in preparation for this to make it as real as they could.
Yeah.
This was a really tough role for a guy like Brendan Fraser. And honestly, I do think that might give him the slight edge.
It might. I mean, I haven't seen The Whale to judge him on, but I do know everything you said that was correct. He did try his best to either gain weight or try and do the part of he tried to embody the character he was trying to play, which I encourage. All actors should do that no matter what, truthfully. They really should. But I think I think without a doubt, it does come down to the two of them between Austin Butler portraying Elvis, and I will say he did a phenomenal job playing Elvis Presley. But Brendan Fraser's The Whale. I was watching something on TV where they actually covered him in an interview in this, and he said he was very emotional talking about the character, which to me showed he really put a lot of time and effort into that character. So we'll have to see how it plays out on this coming Sunday. But yeah, but I would say I agree with you that the two favorites to win are Elvis Presley, are Austin Butler and Brendan Fraser. So
You're thinking he's Elvis.
yeah,
The line between reality and illusion has blurred.
yeah,
I think it's going to be, I'm with you guys. I think it's going to be either Brendan Fraser or Austin Butler. Because Austin Butler, he wasn't like Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody.
yeah.
Like Rami Malek, I will admit, I think he did a good job. But I just saw Rami Malek dressed up as Freddie Mercury. Well, Austin Butler, I saw Elvis.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I saw Elvis.
He really embodied the role.
And he won a Golden Globe for this. And what is sad is that was the last appearance of Lisa Marie Presley, who sadly passed away a few days later.
Yes, the only child of the real Elvis Presley, mind you. So
yeah,
very sad.
And but yeah, I'm gonna say Brendan Fraser, who I haven't seen The Whale. We were gonna see The Whale, Justin, remember? But then we said, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, that was going to be a hard movie to sit through just based on the subject matter.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, folks, it's not actually about whales.
No, it's not.
But like the effort he put in, I think, like I said, it's going to come down between him and Butler. But I've been hearing some great things about Colin Farrell too.
Yeah, Colin Farrell might come up to surprise us.
Yeah. Here's a fun fact about Austin Butler. You know who actually encouraged him to be Elvis Presley?
Who?
His girlfriend at the time, Miss Vanessa Hudgens.
Really?
Did you watch that episode of the Ned's Declassified podcast too?
No, I just read it somewhere.
Oh.
Why? What happened on the Ned's Declassified podcast? Not sponsored, by the way.
So, apparently Austin Butler used to be on Ned's Declassified, and you know how all the Disney stars and Nickelodeon stars, they kind of all knew each other. So they did mention that Austin Butler and Vanessa Hudgens did, in fact, date.
Yeah, and Austin Butler, I wonder if he wins, he's going to be saying, I want to thank my ex-girlfriend, Vanessa Hudgens, for telling me I should be Elvis. I'll be classy and thank her. Thank you, Vanessa, wherever you're watching.
Exactly.
I would give him credit for that, actually. I would give him credit for that. But like I said, with Austin Butler, you didn't just see Austin Butler doing an impersonation of Elvis. You saw Elvis. So that's why, no disrespect to Brendan Fraser, I think Austin Butler's going to win.
We'll have to see on Sunday night.
And by the way, if you're wondering where our expert, Dr. Matt Hemsley, is, he couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah, he nailed it last year with our Oscar
he did good. I think he only got like 6 wrong.
Out of what, the whole thing? Yeah, that's pretty good.
He only got like 6 wrong last year. So if there's one person we don't doubt when it comes to the Oscars, it's
Dr.
Matt Hemsley.
It's Dr. Matt Hemsley.
Yes.
We do not doubt him for that.
Oh yeah. Anything else for Best Actor before we go to Best Actress?
No, I think I'm good.
Do we want to touch on Best Actress because yesterday was International Women's Day at all, or no?
Yes, to all those lovely women out there, this is for you.
Yes. So Best Actress, the Best Actress nominees are Kate Blanchett for Tar, Andrea, I'm not sure which one it is, Riseborough for To Leslie, Michelle Williams for The Fablemans, Anna Diarmas for Blonde. She might actually have a contender, or Michelle Yeoh for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I'm gonna tell you right now. Telling you right now, it comes down between Anna Diarmas, who's a big name right now, who's really hot in Hollywood and stuff like that, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
But can I just say, I am shocked that Anna de Armas is actually on here.
Why is that?
Because that movie is heinous.
Wasn't it for Netflix only?
Yeah. It's
that's true.
NC-17. It portrays an abortion that involves the fetus begging her not to abort her. And it was just, it's unpleasant. It's a very unpleasant movie.
Didn't we talk about this when we did our live stream the other day? The movie
We might
Blonde.
have.
I think we did. Wow.
But apparently she was really, really good in it.
And that's what we have to see. So we'll see which one comes out on top there. Personally, I think the buzz for Everything Everywhere All at Once might get Michelle Yeoh in there. But I think it's I wouldn't say it's a lock, but I would say it's definitely up there for like her to Michelle Yeoh as a contender.
Michelle Yeoh had to play multiple different variants, if you would, of herself.
Yeah. That's hard to do.
So that in itself, in one movie, is a feat. She had like 5 versions of herself having 5 different narratives that had 5 different conclusions that all somewhat tied together into the main conclusion. And it's fascinating.
Right.
I do think that she has a really strong chance. I've heard about Cate Blanchett's performance. I heard that she's a bit over the top, and I don't know. That movie, the trailer was eye-catching, but when I read what the movie's about, I'm like, this just doesn't seem like my kind of movie. Therefore, I never saw it.
Right.
Michelle Williams in The Fablemans, very good. I just don't. She doesn't transcend like Michelle Yeoh did.
That's fair. So if you had to put money on it, which one's going to win? Which actress?
Michelle Yeoh.
I honestly, I really think that as well. I mean, I'm just basing it on like, because the buzz around that movie is, well, when we get to Best Picture, we'll talk about that in a sec. But the buzz on that movie is around that movie was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
More than I thought. Much more than I thought.
Yeah, I saw this with Catherine. She actually didn't like it. I really liked it.
Oh, okay. So it kind of like it was a hit or miss for some audiences and whatnot.
No, it wasn't even that. It's just that it was a little long for her.
Oh yeah. How long was it?
It was 2.5 hours. That's
not terrible. But for some people, I can see why.
2.5 hours can be a little excessive.
Yeah, especially when it's like the Batman was what, 3?
Yes, but that's Batman.
That's fair point. Fair game. Anything else for the best actress? I know Bill stepped out for a second, so he'll be back in a minute. Oh, there he is. Hey, Bill.
Yeah. I really don't know because I haven't seen any of these movies except for Michelle Williams and The Fablemans, but I'm gonna say maybe Kate Blanchett. I've been hearing a lot of about her performance in Tar, so maybe Kate Blanchett
Okay.
or Michelle, like you guys were saying, Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. We were talking about the buzz of that might cause that one to be the best actress nominee. So who knows?
Because it's everything and everywhere.
All at
All
once.
at once.
Oh yeah. All right. Anything else for the best actor, actresses, or are we ready to move on to other stuff too?
All right. What other topics do we talk? Or are we gonna go through every single one?
No, we're not gonna do everything in one, but there's a couple that I'd like to touch on. There's like only like two or three more, and then we can go to best picture.
Okay.
We could skip best original song because really the best. I love music to death, but the best original song category is kind of like the it's there kind of thing, because
This is the category to give musicians a chance that he got.
that's really all it is. I mean, Lady Gaga for Hold My Hand, possibly. Lift Me Up by Rihanna, possibly. I mean, that's my own
Yeah,
guess.
those are the only two I would give it to.
Yeah, but like not to. I'm not even sure what movie that was in. And This Is a Life and Applause by Diane Warren. She's legendary.
Not to is in Everything Everywhere.
Oh, okay. You know what? I hope Lady Gaga gets it. That's all I'm gonna say. Because Gaga's great. Best animated feature. Do you want to touch on this?
No way, not to. That's RRR.
Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Best animated feature. Do we want to touch on this?
Yes.
Puss in Boots.
That's who I would give it to. And that's Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio
Really?
or Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Real? I was gonna say Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots surprised me.
I didn't see it.
Everyone said that Marcel the Shell with Shoes On was like really sweet and all that. I've heard mixed things about Turning Red.
I have too. And then wasn't that a Disney one?
That was the Pixar one.
Oh, really? Pixar not getting their love this year. I wonder why.
It's not ironic that the Pixar movie is the least interesting one.
Yeah, that's fascinating. And I because it didn't look that appealing.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Anything else for the best animated feature? So, if you had to put money on it, would you say Puss in Boots is going to win?
Putting money on it, I would put it on Pinocchio, actually. I want Puss in Boots to win, but Pinocchio, I think, stands a better chance.
Okay. All right. That's fine. No, but we're not going to
an Oscar.
What's that?
So give Del Toro another Oscar.
Another one, yeah. I'm just gonna say this really quick. I think Angela Bassett just deserves Best Supporting Actress. That's all I'm gonna say. But I think that is a.
Although I would also give it to Stephanie Sue
for Everything and Everywhere.
Oh my god, yeah, she was so good in that.
All right. Jamie Lee Curtis was. It's one of the same movies on there twice.
It's Jamie Lee Curtis was good in it, but I don't know. That part was just that part I didn't think was worthy of an award. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Anything else for? I want to kind of go through these as much as I can, but best supporting actress. Anything else at all or no?
Yeah, it would be either Angela Bassett or Stephanie Sue.
All right. It's coming down to the wire with some of these. Like it's one or the other out of the five, you know.
But I would love to give a Marvel movie an Oscar.
And didn't Black Panther the first one win a couple? I think it won 4.
Maybe for best costume design, best hair,
best set, costume. Was it sound?
Wasn't VFX.
No. I know that, but I'm saying I'm saying that for Black Panther. Just as a side note, I'm trying to think of Black Panther 1. I know it got 4 Oscars. I forget which Oscars it got. So, hey, why not get another one? Angela Bassett killed it in that. So, it was that. She was menacing as hell in that. I will say that she was menacing in that. That's how good she was. Anything else for Best Supporting Actress?
No.
All right. We're gonna skip live action short film because we don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Best Director, Spielberg's up there again for The Fablemans. Daniel Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Todd Field for Tar. Martin McDonough for The Banshees of Inisherin. I think it's how you say that. Ruben Ostlund for The Triangle of Sadness, and Daniel Shinherd.
They're just known as the Daniels.
So the Daniels for Everything All at Once. So that's why there's 6 and not 5, because they were both co-directed it, right?
Yes.
Cool.
They're just known as the Daniels. This is tough.
I mean, to me, it comes down to 2 of these. It comes down to Daniels or it comes down to Spielberg.
Honestly, yeah. And we're going over which one was the better directed movie.
Which one was that?
I would say I would give it to The Fablemans.
Really? Okay.
Honestly, as much as I love Everything Everywhere All at Once, there's a little bit of a coldness to that movie where Everything Everywhere All at Once has a more magical, childlike discovery to it.
Okay.
And it really captures
I'm back.
falling in love with the cinema, with
Yeah.
movies, with
What were we talking about?
We just went over Best Supporting Actress. Now we're going for Best Director.
Wait, never mind. I can I go do my pick for best supporting?
yeah.
Of course.
The
The options are right here.
I don't think I've seen any of these except for, of course.
Wakanda Forever.
Well, who did you guys say?
I said Angela Bassett.
I think she's a possibility.
I
did say Stephanie Sue has a chance too.
It's tough.
Yes, it is.
Because they both did a great job.
So I don't know. Let's just go to best actor.
Okay.
Best supporting actor.
Yep. All right. We were just talking about best director. Do you have any input on that at all or no?
I think maybe Spielberg could finally win one again.
When was his last one? Was it in the 90s?
The last win?
When did Spielberg win his last Oscar?
Wasn't it The Post?
No, it was on Private Ryan.
That's a long time ago. It's almost 25 years ago. Maybe it's overdue.
He's due.
Yeah, he's due. I mean, he's Spielberg, the GOAT. You know,
he is the GOAT.
He's like the Tom Brady of directing.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against him. I'm not going to go on my spiel, but it's hard to argue against his films.
He always gets nominated,
but never wins. So we were thinking either the Daniels from Everything Everywhere All at Once, or Steven Spielberg for The Fablemans. Out of these 5, so
I'm going Spielberg.
I'm gonna go Spielberg as well.
I'm feeling Spielbergian. We'll touch on this really quick, but best supporting actor.
Oh, we
Brendan-
didn't get. I thought we already did that.
No, we did the best supporting actors. We're not going to go through all of them. We're just going to go through a couple of them. But best supporting actor was Brendan Gleeson for the Banshees of how do you say it?
Insurance.
Banshees of Inisherin. Judd Hirsch for the Fablemans. Ki Kwan, short round himself for everything all at once. Hard to believe.
Yeah, short round.
Yeah, or Data from Goonies. Brian Tyree Henry and Barry Kehoe. I'm gonna butcher that, from the Banshees of Inisherin. I'm gonna go on a woman and say that Judd Hirsch has a chance.
I'm gonna say Barry Keoghan.
What's that, Bill? Sorry,
I'm gonna say Barry Keoghan or whatever his name is.
Oh, from the Banshees of Inisherin. Okay.
Who did
Justin?
Judd Hirsch play?
What's that?
Who did Judd Hirsch play?
I don't know which character he was in the Fablemans. Maybe he was like a Spielberg's dad or something. I don't know.
No, that was Paul Dano.
Oh, then I don't know. I'm taking a shot in the dark guess here. I mean, Ki Kwan, who knows?
I would honestly give it to Ki Kwan.
Yeah, get him out of retirement for a little while, Dr. Jones. Short run.
I really feel bad for the guy because he worked on that movie and then his health insurance dropped.
Oh, that sucks.
Lapsed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. But Ki Kwan, that's a chance, I guess. I mean, if he was that's amazing that he was in it, number one, but that's crazy. So, we anything else for best supporting actor? We got a couple more to get to before we get to best picture.
Okay, what else do we want to get through?
We can skip best documentary because let's face it. I mean, everyone loves a good documentary. I love a good documentary, but not everyone does. Best adapted screenplay. I'm not sure. Do you want to touch on that at all, or no? We can skip that.
No, I want to. Let's go with this. Let's do adapted. Come on.
All right, really quick. So there's All That Breathes, All the Beauty and Bloodshed, Navalny. I think that's how you say that.
I haven't seen any of these documentaries, so
No,
I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. Sorry, all of our listeners out there. I was reading the wrong one. Best adapted screenplay was Living. But Women Talking, All Quiet on the Western Front. That has a shot, I would say. Top Gun Maverick and Glass Onion Knives Out Mystery.
Glass Onion.
Yeah, Glass Onion. That movie was brilliant.
That was awesome.
Still peeling that movie apart. But
Hey, Justin.
what?
So dumb, it's brilliant.
That's my life story.
Just dumb.
That's I gotta make that a t-shirt. That's my life story right there. Not just dumb, brilliant, or whatever you just said.
That just became a meme.
That's awesome. I love that. Love it. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna be optimistic and say Top Gun Maverick.
I think you're the only person on earth who's bet on that.
Yeah, and if it wins, I'm gonna be pretty damn happy. Just saying. Okay.
If it wins, I will eat Bill's hat.
Which one?
You know the hat.
Oh no! Oh come on! The hat.
The hat.
Dude, it's a week before St. Patrick's Day. I need that hat. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. I need that
Top
hat.
Gun Maverick doesn't win.
What was that?
And you better hope Top Gun Maverick doesn't win.
No. I don't care if it does win. You're not eating my hat.
I'm so sorry to all of our listeners out there. I just want to say that. Anyways, I'm gonna say Top Gun Maverick. I'm gonna be optimistic there. That's for best adapted screenplay. Let's best original screenplay. Do we want to touch on this?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. So we got best original screenplay for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Triangle of Sadness, Tar, The Banshees of Inisherin, and The Fablemans.
This one I'm giving to Everything Everywhere. You can't get any more original than that movie. It's holy crap on a cracker.
I have to see it still. That's because I only heard about it. So
It's
that's wild.
Did you hear about the hot dog fingers?
No, I haven't.
Briefly, I'm not even sure what that is. So
Well, there's hot dog fingers involved.
okay, that's all I need to know. It's like 8:35 at night, so I'm gonna go to bed soon. You know, I'm gonna dream of hot dogs. Now, thanks a lot, Justin. I'm gonna say, just to be optimistic, I'm actually gonna side with you on this. I'm gonna say everything everywhere all at once, even though I haven't seen it. But I mean, the Oscars typically go for best original screenplay that has the most buzz around it. So yeah,
It's just so out of nowhere original, and the plot is so simple at first. It's a Chinese couple who own a laundromat who are struggling with an audit, and things just get more and more bizarre from there.
okay. Wow, that sounds actually really
Yeah, that
good.
sounds interesting.
Yeah. Anything else about anything else for adapted original screenplay? Excuse me.
Everything
Yeah.
Everywhere All at Once has more universes than Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Wow, that's wild.
Think about that.
We'll do a couple more really quick here. So best visual effects. Top Gun Maverick.
Contest. Avatar: Way of Water.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna win. Avatar: The Way of Water is sadly going to win best visual effects. And look, as someone who actually enjoyed the movie for what it was, I mean, did I love it? No. Did I appreciate it for what it was? Yeah. Did I think the visuals were incredible? This is a definite James Cameron Oscar winner right there. No doubt about it.
Movie even be, that movie should be in the best animated feature category.
Oh my God. I don't disagree with you that because the whole thing was just CG except for the humans and towards the end of it. So and they set it up for the third one, so there's a third one coming.
The movie could be nominated for best animated, so can us.
Exactly.
Why not us?
Yeah. The Batman's on there though. Just saying. But the choices for best visual effects were Top Gun Maverick, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, and the Batman. Avatar's gonna win, unfortunately, but yeah. So,
yeah.
All right, we'll do two more really quick. Yeah, because best costume, best hairstyling, best film editing. We don't really have to worry about that too much.
What about best animated?
Costume, Wakanda Forever.
Best
style, Wakanda Forever.
This is Bill. That's best animated short.
Oh, never mind.
Best original score.
Babylon's gonna win that one.
Babylon, absolutely Babylon.
For the original score.
Yes, I think Babylon's gonna win.
Sounds good to me. Here's what I think. I'm pulling a Dr. Matt Hemsley prediction here. He is of the belief, for those you don't know, our dear friend Dr. Matt Hemsley is a big believer that the winner of best cinematography will win best picture. Notice how the choices are Empire of Light, Bardo, False Chronicle of Handful. I'm not sure the rest of it. Tar, All Quiet on the Western Front, and Elvis.
I think Dr. Matt Hemsley might be seriously wrong this time.
I don't know.
I love you, Doc, but
I mean, it's so hard because out of all of these films, only two of these are nominated for when we get to Best Picture. We'll talk about it. But
isn't Tar nominated?
Oh, let me check really quick. Hold on. So the best picture nominees are Tar, Elvis, All Quiet. So out of the three of those, they are Top Gun Maverick, Women Talking, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Banshees of Inisherin. I'm gonna butcher that. Forgive me. Triangle of Sadness, The Fablemans, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water should not be nominated. Elvis and Tar. Those are the 10 films nominated for Best Picture. And the best cinematography, only 3 of them are on there.
And it's really
Elvis.
none of the only really heavy hitter that's been nominated for best cinematography is Tar.
Yeah, Tar. I mean, and the other was All Quiet on the Western Front and Elvis. Or those three are nominated for Best Picture too. So we'll have to see, of course, which one does. I don't know. Look. Do I think Elvis is a shot? Sure. Do I think it's going to win? No. But this is tough. I mean, if Dr. Van Hemsley was actually here, he'd be like, yeah, this one for sure. Well, I don't know which one he would say, but still. We don't need to touch on makeup. We don't need to touch on costume. Best film editing?
Mm.
You want to touch on that really quick or no?
Elvis.
Elvis is going to win editing. I would say so. I mean, it was fast paced for the
Yeah,
most part.
it has a very slick editing style to it, and that's a Baz Luhrmann staple.
That's Baz Luhrmann for sure. Yeah. Best sound, best production design. Anything else at all? Oh, that's it actually. Yeah. The best sound. The Batman's in there.
The Batman did have great sound to it.
The score. I was best original score had the Batman or no? I want to make sure.
No.
Those bastards at the Oscars didn't even put that score in there. Michael Giacchino's score, which is one of the best parts of that
It was
movie.
a great score. It was also a very repetitive score.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yes, but I mean, when you think about like did the Dark Knight score get nominated?
Did it?
So.
I don't know. I'm asking you. I really don't know.
I don't know.
2008, a long time ago, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. But now let's jump over to the Best Picture nominees.
All right.
And then I guess then this will kind of wrap it up for the night after this. The Best Picture nominees for the 2023 Oscars, the 95th Annual Academy Awards, are the following movies: Top Gun Maverick, Women Talking, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Banshees of Inisherin. I'm just going to Inisherin. Thank you. I'm going to butcher that for To the End of the Earth. Triangle of Sadness, The Fablemans, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar, The Way of Water, and Elvis and Tar. Who do we got and what do we got to back it up with? Justin, go first.
Okay. For me, it's The Fablemans.
It's Avatar. I'm just kidding. What? It's Avatar.
Fablemans. Why?
Okay.
Because it is the pure desire to make movies captured in a coming of age story of one of the greatest filmmakers of all time.
There's your Oscar winner.
Unlocks something inside of me that wants to be creative again. And that's something that I can't give to any of these other choices. In Elvis, yes, I got to see Elvis seamlessly. In fact, a lot of people didn't realize that the last performance, when he's performing Unchained Melody in the movie, they transitioned into the actual Elvis mid-performance, and it's seamless.
I didn't even know that. Wow.
Top Gun Maverick, crowd pleaser. Love the movie. When you see it in the theaters, it makes you want to jump up and shout, "Yeah, America!"
Yeah.
Because I worry about it right now.
The Fableman, Everything Everywhere All at Once is probably my number 2 choice. Based on its originality, its sweet story between the mother and daughter, and it's about acceptance and accepting your role in life, and it's an amazing movie, but The Fablemans was just special.
Bill. Top three.
I'm gonna go with. I think The Fablemans would be a very good win because, like what Justin said, it really just makes you remember what you really love about film. But I think the top are going to be, and I haven't seen either of these, it's going to either be Everything Everywhere All at Once or The Banshees of Inisherin. Because a lot of them are getting a lot of buzz. Colin Farrell's performance. So I think my top three are going to be Fablemans, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Banshees of Inisherin.
So my top three might be a little different than yours. Truthfully, and this is no diss to, I mean, look, it's called the best picture of the year for a reason. I would say my top three for best picture would be would probably be I can only go off one of them because I've only seen 3 out of the 10 movies that they're nominating for best picture. I've only seen 3 out of the 10, so I can't really make a full judgment. But I will say this: I believe my number 3. This might surprise you guys. My number 3 would actually be Top Gun Maverick. I think as a movie that grossed I think it was $3 billion, $1.3 billion with a B. Paramount got a lot of money from that movie. I think it has a shot. I don't think it has a big shot, but I'm going to give it its credit where credit is due. Because when was the last time we had a movie that was like a popcorn adventure, like fun movie that won a best picture? The last time I can think about that was either probably Lord of the Rings.
That is a good point.
Return of the King.
Yeah, you make an interesting point there. One thing is with Top Gun Maverick, where you have an entertainment factor and visual effect factor of an A, the characters and story are rather B-ish.
Fair point. Fair point. So,
and with Lord of the Rings, I feel like that was more them giving the franchise as a whole best picture instead of just
the one
Return
film
of the King.
Yeah.
Because they successfully adapted what was once believed to be unfilmable.
Yes, that's fair. No, that's a very valid point. I'm not trying to argue against you. I'm just saying that that's the last time I can think of a time where there was a movie that a lot of people saw, grossed a lot of money, and it happened to win Best Picture. And correct me if I'm wrong, the first 2 Lord of the Rings films were nominated for Best Picture too. The first 2, right? Like Lord of the Rings 1, Fellowship, and 2 Towers were nominated for Best Picture too, right?
I can't remember. It might have.
I don't remember offhand, but I know Return of the King won Best Picture.
Yeah,
that's that changed a lot of stuff. But yeah, so that's my reason.
Sequel to win Best Picture.
Hey, I'm not saying it's going to win, but I'm saying I think it has a chance because of that reason, personally. My other, and I can only, and again, I saw this movie I think 3 times in theaters, and I still love it to this day. And it is, if you really dig into the deeper side of it, and outside of it being a fantastic movie, the story is very dark, and the story is very, very, of this person in particular. But I do think Elvis has a shot. Again, because I saw the movie, I can judge it on that merit. I don't know. But Austin Butler sold that movie for me.
I agree with you with Austin Butler. Like I said, you saw Elvis.
Yeah. It's as close as you got. Yeah.
That may be so, but personally, I think that Tom Hanks' performance might dissuade some voters.
I mean, that is true. I mean, he didn't get backlash for it, did he? I forget.
A little bit.
Nominated for a Razzie.
Oh well, that's I don't know. That's I mean, that's all that we're talking about the Oscars, not the Razzies.
Didn't I call it, Bill? Elvis was going to be one of the few movies to get the distinct honor of getting nominated for an Academy Award and the Razzie.
Oh my god. But yeah,
Both for performances.
For what?
Both for performances.
It's like Austin Butler got the Academy nominee and Tom Hanks got.
We got the Razzie nominee. What kind of Mickey Mouse world do we live in where that's the scenario?
don't get me started.
All
But
right,
anyways,
so what's your big pick then, JT?
I'm actually going to go with what Justin said, and I'm going to say the Fablemans. Because even though I didn't see it, I can see why, based on your reasoning, I could see why that has a legitimate shot of being the best picture of the year. Because I mean, it's an award show about film, and film is an art form that is it's a deeply appreciated part of culture.
And let's face it, the Academy is very self-congratulatory when it comes to their
Yes,
movies.
they are.
Yeah, they are.
They love movies that give them a pat on the back.
Oh yeah. Hey, we're the Oscars. We're the Academy Awards. Yeah. Who cares? So
Really shocked that La La Land really didn't win.
that year, yeah.
So
Or
do
the artist or whatever. Yeah.
you guys want to know what the betting odds are for the Oscars?
Oh boy.
Do tell.
Okay, do you want me to just do best picture or any other category you want me to do?
Just best picture is fine.
Okay, we'll go from least favorite to favorite. Women Talking is the least favorite.
You don't say.
Second is Triangle of Sadness.
Okay.
Next is Avatar Way of Water.
Oh, thank God.
After that is Elvis.
Mm.
After that is Tar. After that is The Fablemans. After that is Top Gun Maverick.
Really?
After that is All Quiet on the Western Front.
Really?
After that is The Banshees of Inisherin. We just want to let you know this is not gambling advice. So if you do have a gambling problem, please go get help.
There is a hotline.
Call the hotline. And the favorite, according to the Vegas betting odds, is Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I'll just go through best actor and best actresses if that's okay.
That's fine.
Least
really
favorite is Bill Nighy for the Living.
Not surprised.
Second is Paul Mescal for After Sun.
Okay.
Next one is Colin Farrell for the Banshees of Inisherin.
Hmm.
Second is Austin Butler for The Whale, and number one is Austin Butler for Elvis, and number one is Brendan Fraser for The Whale.
Wow.
And
Fraser, I think, has a slight edge.
and best actress odds. I'm just gonna go again from least to most favorite. Ana de Armas, Michelle Williams, Andrea Riseborough, Kate Blanchett, and Michelle Yeoh is the favorite. Michelle Yeoh was the favorite.
Interesting. Okay.
Have you noticed that in the best actor category, nobody from Everything Everywhere All at Once is in that category?
From which category?
Best actor.
Right here.
No, not really, because it's a very female-driven story.
And I'm just going to do best director. The odds are least favorite is Ruben Oswald for Triangle of Sadness, Martha McDonough for Banshees of Inisherin, Todd Field for Tar, Steven Spielberg for The Fablemans, and Daniel Kwan and Daniel Schneider for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
Wow.
And I want to ask you a bigger question here, folks. Are we going to see another insane moment like what we saw last year with Chris Rock and Will Smith?
Oh, why would you do that?
No one could have predicted. The doctor, Matt Hemsley, could not have predicted that happening.
And did you hear Jimmy Kimmel said, if anyone tries to get on stage and do that again, I'm going to attack them.
I mean, even that'll be entertaining as hell.
So we going to see another Will Smith, Chris Rock moment this year, folks?
I don't know.
We might see Jimmy Kimmel, Matt Damon moment.
Oh my God.
Really? Why makes you say that?
Because it's Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
What is this, his third time hosting the Oscars?
Yeah.
Did you see there was this commercial on ABC? It was for an advertisement for the Oscars, and it was a parody of Top Gun Maverick with John Hamm and the other guy, and they're talking to Jimmy Kimmel. And they go, "We're really regretting our decision." And then Billy Crystal walks in. And they're like, "Admiral Crystal, you've hosted 9 times. Can you please host this year, please?" And he's like, "No, I have a dentist appointment." Because now, but give the guy a chance. And he's like, "I hosted twice already." So, yeah, you know what? Because here's my thing about the Oscars. After last year, I think this year's Oscar is going to be boring compared to last year.
Wow.
We'll have to see. I mean, I don't know. Time will tell. We're going to find out Sunday.
And you know what? The thing is, even if it is just a regular Oscars and nothing happens,
so be it.
At least we can give
I hope it would be boring in comparison. Because last year was just yikes.
Because here's the thing though, and I'll say this about that incident last year, the Academy, the winners, I feel like their night kind of got overshadowed by that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I really forgot his name right now, but the guy who won for Best Actor from Coda, who was deaf.
Yes.
Or Ariana DeBose, who was the first LGBTQ plus woman of color to win Oscar. Nobody was talking about that the next day. They were all talking about Will Smith smacking the crap out of Chris Rock.
Sorry. So funny.
So, yeah, that's one part of me that hopes it's just a regular boring Oscars because, again, I feel like a lot of those people who won, last year.
But here's the thing, though. Even this Oscars is going to get overshadowed by that slap. They're going to reference it. They're going to make jokes about it. And people are going to think about it every minute that show goes on.
Because, I don't know if you guys... I've only saw parts of it, but I don't know if you saw it. Chris Rock recently released a new Netflix special.
I read some of his jokes, yes.
And he made jokes about it and about getting slapped. And here's a big thing. Do you think they're going to invite Chris Rock back to present, or do you think he's going to be too much of a distraction?
I don't know.
What do you think, JT?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's hard to tell because I think Hollywood has learned to not do something like that again. Truthfully,
uh
but hopefully not. Hopefully they have, but we'll see. So,
because you know what? If they say, "Hey, Chris, you want another shot? You want to come and present an award?" I would give him, even if he does choose to come.
Yeah,
I would give him respect to say, "You know what? I'm gonna have to decline because the moment I step on stage, they're gonna be thinking about what happened last year, and I don't want to be a distraction."
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
But if he does come on, this is one last thing. If he comes on and Chris Rock makes a joke before he presents, "I'm sorry, I'm looking for Will Smith. Is he here?" would you be laughing or would you be like, oh, dude, just shut up and present the award?
Honestly, we've been waiting a year for him to comment about it. So
yeah, he kind of went into
like sleep or hibernation about it.
He kind of just went away.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's like I said, if it's a regular boring Oscars, you know what? Maybe that's going to be welcomed. What do you guys think?
maybe.
Like, what else could happen aside from last year? Anyone want to make up some weird random thing that could happen? Anybody?
A heart attack on stage.
Ooh, that's dark.
That's dark. Let's not go there.
That is really dark.
Let's not go there, guys.
It could happen.
All right, JT, what weird thing you think can happen at the Oscars?
All right. After I say this, I think we're gonna be.
Yeah.
Or it could just be gas.
Yeah, God. I think the worst thing that could happen is, besides a slap, I would say
nothing fatal. We want everyone to live.
I don't know. I don't really want to see any harm on anyone. Hey, sorry, I can't really think of anything. Sorry about that. So
someone going on a weird tirade during their speech.
Yeah, I mean,
I
don't know. It sounds like I hate this, or like Robert De Niro did that one year.
Like Tom Cruise winning Top Gun Maverick and then uses it to preach Scientology.
Exactly.
I just want to take this moment to thank Lord Xenu.
Exactly.
And like, listen, if you are a believer in Scientology, we don't hate you. We promise. All right. Anything else, or do you think that's it?
I think we're good. Are you guys good?
I'm good.
I have nothing left to say.
In the wise words of Imagine Dragons, there's nothing left to say now. Exactly. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight. It's kind of a quick show tonight. We're just thinking about what we think are gonna happen in the Oscars this coming Sunday on March 12th on ABC. Jimmy Kimmel, if you're watching this, I love you. You're awesome. You're such a cool host of the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
And we apologize to Matt Damon. We ran out of time.
Exactly. But I want to thank the two gentlemen for always doing this with me. I mean, at this point, Justin's become a regular at this point, but Justin first, thanks so much for doing this, Justin. Or sorry, Academy Award nominee, Justin.
It's just a pleasure to be nominated, JT.
Yes, you are secretly Robert Pattinson's Batman. Secretly. But yeah. And Bill, I want to thank Bill, of course, for doing this all the time. He's a pleasurous, and that sounded really bad. An incredible co-host. Sorry, I'm like half asleep. He love him. You see him, Bill. Thank you so much. And Bill, correct me if I'm wrong. You also have something that you want to.
Don't forget to check out the Sports Insanity podcast on the Sports Insanity Network. We got a lot of we got the World Baseball Classic to talk about coming up. This Sunday, it's Selection Sunday, folks. We got all your March Madness needs at the Sports Insanity Network. And don't forget, Sports Insanity Podcast.
Yes, I shameless plug every time.
Shameless plug.
But we want to thank you, of course, for watching, listening, however you enjoyed us. And thanks so much for watching and listening. So, but for all of us at the Super Review Show, stay safe, take care, and
be awesome.